Hi, my name is Genie. I'm a goal setting coach and author, and this is the podcast Dreams to Reality. Dreams to Reality is a podcast based on a book, Dreams to Reality, the 4 Keys to Living the Life of Your Dreams. Pick it up on Amazon. So the topic for today is the rubber band effect. Why do people manifest and de-manifest things? So a few years ago, I started, maybe over a decade ago, I started the journey of manifestation. I saw that movie, Law of Attraction, and I really got into it, and I started manifesting stuff. I also had a mentor at one point in 2012 who was into the Law of Attraction, like manifesting and all those things. And I was able to manifest left and right. But all of a sudden in 2018, things just fell apart, and I just, started from scratch, even worse than scratch, because I lost like a relationship that I manifested, also lost a job. I actually didn't lose it, but I quit that job in order to rescue my relationship. That didn't work, and I actually ended up living from the Northeast, traveled to Colorado and then the Southwest, and I'm now living in Texas. So I was I had a lot of questions in my mind. I was like, why was I able to manifest all those things, but why did they disappear? And there was just a lot of soul searching, and I eventually realized that there is what we call the rubber band effect. Essentially, our unconscious mind actually wants to keep the status quo. We may reach new heights, but then if that program in your unconscious mind, whatever that program is, and whatever personalities that you have as well that's keeping it in place, we have sub-personalities, we have the protector, we have the childlike personalities, the defender personalities. There's different types of personalities that we have, and at certain times in our life that they will, make themselves appear. Sometimes we get childlike, right? We have playful personalities as well that gets revealed to the right people or right circumstances. Anyway, so all those limiting beliefs, that structure is keeping us stuck. So we may be able to reach that goal, but then we come back because there's an unconscious agenda. So the unconscious agenda is our subconscious mind, or unconscious mind actually has like a baseline that it wants us to come back to. And unless we figure out what that agenda is, we will never be free. So I discovered it's called a superconscious or magnetic recode, working with another level of mind. It's the level above the it's called the superconscious, but it's a level above the subconscious mind. And what it does, it actually helps uncover that unconscious agenda that keeps us stuck. The subconscious mind actually, it automates things. It runs the show. It runs our autonomic processes, digestion, breathing, circulation, and it runs the programs, conditioning from our childhood as well. And then it stores all of that information in a lifetime. So what it does is essentially if you are operating just on the subconscious mind or unconscious level of your mind, you may never be able to uncover the reason why you have that rubber band effect, that you may achieve new heights, but then you always go back to that baseline. Because the unconscious mind it's unconscious, so you're not conscious of it. And in order for you to be able to uncover it, you need a level of mind that is higher than the unconscious mind, which unfortunately is not the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is only conscious and aware of what the unconscious mind wants you to be aware of. So you need a higher level of mind, which is the superconscious. Some people call it the super ego, the higher self, higher consciousness. In Buddhism, we call it the Buddha nature. Essentially, it is there and it's been there since birth, even before birth, time of conception. And some say it's been there for generations, and it actually knows, and it can pinpoint exactly that point in time, and will uncover that unconscious agenda that keeps us in place. So when I discovered this, I was so relieved. I was like, oh my God, I thought it was just me. But apparently there's a lot of people that they may reach new heights. And you've seen this and you've heard of this. Like people have like businesses and then they fold up. They have another business and they fold up. Or they may reach new heights. And you can also, people in relationships, they may attract the best guy and then they disappear, and then or they keep attracting like the same types of relationships because of that unconscious agenda, or the unconscious mind is trying to keep you safe in a way because it knows that, okay, you survived this up to a point, we're just going to keep the status quo. It wants to keep things in its baseline, it's in homeostasis. And once you try to work against the unconscious mind without knowing why it's keeping that thing in place, that like status quo in place, you may be struggling with yourself. And that's why we need a higher level of mind to uncover and to remove that block, to help remove that block. Once it goes into the conscious awareness, it's like, oh, the reason why I'm not reaching new heights is because I have a fear of maybe commitment, a fear of, and when did it start exactly? Maybe when I was 3 years old. It started when I was 3 years old. Like I just had, maybe your parents got divorced or something. Whatever happened in that certain age, certain time, certain point in your life, only the higher level of mind can uncover that. And that's really been helpful. And so for the longest time, so even if I've been working with myself, hypnotists, I'm not saying that hypnosis doesn't work. It actually works fine, but it works in tandem. It works with superconscious recode or magnetic recode, or working with a superconscious mind. So yeah, if you just uncover the block, but then you don't give your unconscious mind new commands or new things to work on, a new goal, and you might just still revert back to your old self, to your old baseline. But that's where hypnosis also is key, because it will reprogram once you've uncovered, like, oh, okay, this is the reason why I'm stuck. This is the reason why I keep going back to baseline. And once you've uncovered that, you actually have to retrain your unconscious mind through hypnosis, through visualization, through just, repetition. You have to program it like, hey, these are the new instructions, and I want you to get there. And, it sounds easy, but it's not really easy. It's simple, but it's profound. There's a lot of things in between. And this is just one of the things that I do. I do magnetic recode as well. I also have like an online course. I do have that course about, the 4 keys, about being clear of what you want, clearing what gets in the way, how to retrain your unconscious mind, and then taking aligned action. So the superconscious recode is just one tool that I use. It's very effective tool, but it's not the only tool, because there's like 4 keys to manifesting. You have to have clarity what you want. You have to clear what gets in the way. Superconscious recode works with clearing what gets in the way. It helps also with unconscious, subconscious reprogramming, but then there's also self-hypnosis that I use, a visualization method, and then aligned action. I have an action planner as well. Do check it out. It's a really interesting course, and I developed it because I'm just one of those people. I have so many certifications, and I just want one place, to just do everything. So my action planner is a planner that I actually use every day. and it helps me to take action. I have like a secret sauce in there, aside from, of course, Chris Duncan's work, Colette Stryker's work, and the work of other people. I also have Royce Kristen's work in there, and the Bingston method in there too. So it's an action planner where it literally helps keep you on track to what is your goal, where do you want to be, and where are you in relation to your goal, how do you get there, and these are the steps or the to-do list. But it's a to-do list that is related to your goal, so it's not just a to-do list. So I talk about it in a previous episode. I think if you want to learn more about it, I think it was the episode called something about like define your goals in 2023. So I do talk about it extensively there, and there's even an exercise there as well. So I'm also on TikTok. If you have TikTok, at Mystic Genie 88, MYSTIC Genie GENIE 88. I'm also on YouTube, Genie Hermoso, GENIE HERMOSO. Also have the stand.store / Mystic Genie 88. If you like my content, please do like, subscribe, share to your friends. Also, do email me if you have questions, comments, suggestions, and if you have a question you want me to answer, if you are stumped on a certain thing, do email me at homeofgenie@gmail.com. Do pick up my book as well, Dreams to Reality. Also have a workbook as well on Amazon, so do check it out. It's going to be provided in the show notes below. And yeah, so that is it for now, but do check out my other episodes. I do have episodes every Saturdays. Thank you very much for listening.